Hello? Hey. No. I'm still working on this project. No. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get like a bad grade on it. It's already like 50 days late. It was due the 6th. It's the 16th. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm just stressed out. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about like media capital and finding some media object or something. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, just call me back later when you get off. Alright, bye. A media object. NBA Jam. Nah. Donkey Kong Country Returns. Nah. Just Dance 2? Just Dance 3? Nar. Shaun White snowboarding. New. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Wowie, Japanese game, Italian guys, that is so ironic. Say it ain't so, no big deal, still better than Sonic. Guy who eats shrooms, who would've thought he would be so iconic. Moving up and down, saving his girl, breaking through brick by brick. Originating from Japan, I didn't know that I'd be a fan from a popular brand known as Nintendo. Headquarters are found in Kyoto, created by Miyamoto. Here is a super cool photo, outstanding career and bio. 3 major capitals are Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka, dominating the global market. Wowie, Japanese game, Italian guys, that is so ironic. Say it ain't so, no big deal, still better than Sonic. Guy who eats shrooms, who would've thought he would be so iconic. Moving up and down, saving his girl, breaking through brick by brick. Breaking through brick by brick. From a hero to a fast racer, grab a remote. It's multiplayer, Traveling down rainbows and falling off cliffs. You'll find out more at the next guitar riff. Snowboarding through DK Summit, watching your position plummet. First place to 12th place off rocket. Speeding through Mario Raceway, bumping Wiggler and Maple Treeway, busting crates and Toad's Factory. Wowie, Japanese game, Italian guys, that is so ironic. Say it ain't so, no big deal, still better than Sonic. Guy who eats shrooms, who would've thought he would be so iconic. Moving up and down, saving his girl, breaking through brick by brick. Japanese game, Italian guys, that is so ironic. Say it ain't so, no big deal, still better than Sonic. Guy who eats shrooms, who would've thought he would be so iconic. Moving up and down, saving his girl, breaking through brick by brick. That is so ironic. Whoa, breaking through brick by brick.
Mario Kart Wii is the 6th installment of the Mario Kart series. Created and first released in Japan on April 10, 2008, Mario Kart Wii has had immense amounts of global success. Due to Nintendo fostering global gaming, Mario Kart Wii was able to rise to great heights during its debut, as many people were allowed to play with people in several different countries throughout the world. Created by Shigeru Miyamoto, the father of all Super Mario games, Mario Kart Wii is one of the most popular games under the Nintendo franchise. The company Nintendo has headquarters that are held in Kyoto, Japan, one of the hotspots of the Japanese media industry. Mario Kart Wii is available in several different regions around the world, and through its global platform, it has allowed people from various different continents to share the video gaming experience all in one. Through this globalized effort, Mario Kart Wii has allowed Nintendo to gain massive revenue, as several different countries and demographics across the world participate in this gaming experience. More and more money goes into the pockets of Nintendo, and this is a further way of establishing Japan as one of the most dominant global video gaming industries in the world. Well, with that being said, that leads us to our next question. What is a media capital?
What is media capital? One might inquire. Cities where media central locations of desire, increasing revenue, global media flows, pushing content to you. The economy grows, video games in Kyoto, anime in Tokyo, film cinema in Hollywood. It is often misunderstood. Major cities, large entities, influential industries. Global media is special, thanks to capitals. Lack of major competition, fewer opportunity, all thanks to conglomeration, such a scrutiny, hindering companies from growing to new heights. These principalities stunting our global rise. Video games in Kyoto, anime in Tokyo, film cinema in Hollywood. It is often misunderstood. Major cities, large entities, influential industries. Global media is special, Thanks to capitals, we praise these organizations, not knowing the repercussions. Good or bad needs more discussion. The market is relentless, and the debate feels like it's endless. Video games in Kyoto, anime in Tokyo, film cinema in Hollywood, it is often misunderstood. Major cities, large entities, influential industries, global media is special, thanks to capitals. One of the more fascinating things about media capital is the fact that it's more of an ambiguous term in a way. Now, when you think of a media capital, you think about the fact that there are big cities, major cities, that kind of specialize in content production. So they're kind of in charge for being the main distributors for media production throughout the world. For example, with Hollywood. Hollywood is responsible for influencing all of the other countries because their media appeals to these markets in different places. A lot of people consume Hollywood cinema, and that's what has allowed it to become a staple, is because of how influential it is on a global basis. Now, the good thing about this is that it generates revenue for America, because all these different markets and all these different places are reliant on this type of media, which is fueling and adding money to their pockets. But the bad thing is that for other countries who want to build their own industries, it's a lot tougher because there's less opportunity, because they have to be dependent on these other places. They don't really have the strength, and sometimes they don't have the resources to build their own industries. So it's a give or take kind of thing. And one of the most important things is that, media capital in a way is, at this point, I don't want to say monopolized, but it kind of is, because there's certain places that are a lot more favorable, and they already have this kind of predisposed advantage in a way, because of who they are, what their pedigree is, and what people expect from them. So like Hong Kong, people expect there to be a huge film industry. In Tokyo, people expect there to be a huge anime industry. In Japan, people expect because they have this dependence on this, because they have experienced these countries kind of releasing and distributing this kind of content for years now. So that's one of the most important things. But media capital just can also refer to the fact that, distributing media can stimulate the economy in these places. The global flow of media allows for the world to constantly be compensated from these big media projects. So it's just an interesting thing to think about, and I think it's But one of the most important things that I learned from this project is the fact that the world is constantly growing and developing, and there is an aim at kind of giving these smaller countries and smaller businesses the resources that they need to be able to kind of stand on their own 2 feet and be self-sufficient, so that way they can grow their own industries. And then we can kind of, see this progression or this kind of advancement of, spreading new culture around the world, instead of kind of seeing the same old traditional ways of life. Everything that we've seen so far has had some degree of influence that has kind of taken from, like, I guess not the authenticity, but in a way just kind of, I don't know. One of the biggest things that I always question is the fact that Mario Kart is a Japanese game, yet it features mainly white characters. Yes, they're Italian, but there's really no Japanese people in the game. I mean, there's Japanese names, but there's not a lot of Japanese characters in the game. which is really bizarre to think about because it kind of shows that there is a dependency on kind of promoting white culture, even in spaces where white culture is not thematic or not, it's not the origin. So it's definitely something that kind of catches my eye, and I think it's something that should change because I think that every culture or every country should embrace their own culture because it's important to spread diversity in a world that is constantly changing every day.